Today I just wanted to show you some of the new crystals that I have gotten since the last time I did a crystal haul video, and it's been, I don't know, months. I haven't been buying a lot of stuff. I've been trying really hard not to, but I do have a few cool things that I have gotten. Some of them, so even though I haven't gotten a lot of new things, the things that I've gotten have been really, really cool, and so I'm super excited to show them to you. I am going to start with a piece of jewelry that uh, I wanted this thing for such a long time. It is smoky quartz, and it's just this large dome ring. I happen to love large jewelry, especially if it's crystal jewelry, and I had my eye on this forever. I think I even showed you a picture of it in another video where I told you I was just being drawn to smoky quartz over and over and over again. And she had this one piece left, and I thought it was too small for me, and actually I ended up getting a ring mandrel, ring sizers and everything, because I have started trying to solder jewelry. So when I got that, I actually got to see the sizes of my fingers, and I realized I could wear it. And then when it got here, it was even bigger than she had said it was. So it all worked out. I have my new ring. I love it so much. And I love, it's so great for me to have like a nice piece of smoky quartz jewelry that I am in love with, because I like wearing Moldavite so much, and I don't necessarily ground myself with Moldavite a lot, which is fine sometimes, but it's a very, sometimes it's a little bit necessary to ground yourself, but also it's a nice new kind of energy for me to explore, since I'm so used to the ungrounded Moldavite feeling. Moldavite, when it's grounded, is still a cool feeling, and it's just like a completely different realm. So it's just like something else new and exciting for me to experiment with. So that's that. Speaking of Moldavite, since I first started collecting Moldavite, I have wanted a piece from the Bednasice area. Moldavite experts can tell which Moldavite fields pieces of Moldavite are from because of their texture and the coloring sometimes, blah, blah, blah. The ones from the Bednasice region are the ones that look like little hedgehogs. They're very like spiky and very, very cool. And it's one of the first mines, I believe, that was actually shut down. So they're a little bit harder to find. They are pricier to get. And when I first started collecting Moldavite, I got a few pieces, and then I got really interested in the locations, and I decided I wanted to get pieces from different locations and start like a collection that way. And I wanted a Bednasice piece so badly, and I literally couldn't find any for less than $1,000. Like, it was so hard to find. I found two little spiky Bednasice pieces. So this is the first one, and I got it because it looks like wings. Or like a butterfly or a bird. It's just magical. And are you gonna be able to tell the spikiness? Maybe. If it doesn't show up on the video, I'll try to insert like a better close-up for you, because the texture is amazingly different, and it's very, very cool. And they're more like a, I don't know, like a lighthearted energy. That's the, I don't know, just like lighter and flightier than the other Moldavites that I have. So I got him, and then I got this other little piece, another spiky hedgehog. And they're not huge pieces, but they're nice. So I got him. So those are my two new pieces of Bednasice Moldavite. Now I also got another piece of Moldavite, which I showed you in another video. I think this one was in my last Moldavite energy experiments video. I'll link that for you guys. I like picking up Moldavite with other crystals and seeing how the energy changes. They're really weird and they're really fun to make. But this is the piece of Moldavite I actually used in that video. He is new and I didn't mean to buy him, but I picked him up and I knew I could never part from him. So he's very cool. He has this really interesting texture. It reminds me of the moon and I love him. So 3 new pieces of Moldavite isn't that bad, right? Keeping in with the world of tektites and meteorites, I told you guys in a video a while ago that I had been wearing this piece of meteorite that I have around a lot. And it was like a whole story, but it drew me into buying more meteorites. And I've never shown them to you. And so I ended up buying 2 different types of meteorites, and I bought another tektite, which is like Moldavite. Moldavite is a tektite. This tektite that I got is from Indonesia. And you can see on the surface, the texture is very, very similar to Moldavite. And it feels a lot like Moldavite. Energy-wise, though, it's not, like, it gives me a little bit of an energy flutter, but it's not like a, how do I describe this? So like people get certain reactions when they pick up Moldavite sometimes. So let's say you pick up a piece of Moldavite and your heart starts going like this. This piece, when I pick this up, it's more of a twinging this. Like there's still something happening, but it is not as strong and I don't want to say violent, but sudden. It's but it is sudden. It happens right away. It's just different. It's like 2 people who believe the same things, but one person's just not as loud as the other person. So I bought these off of a website called Aerolite Meteorites, and they send really cool certificates telling you that the things you're getting are authentic, they are notarized, they seem to be pretty legit. So this impactite that I have came with this little card, and it's called Bicolite, and it is a little over 21 grams. It's large. Like compared to this piece of Moldavite that I have, it's a lot larger. And I am just going to read to you a little bit about this. Like I said, it's from the Philippines. This says that it is dark green glass formed by a giant historic meteorite impact that blemished Indochina 700,000 years ago and created the Indochinites, a famous pedigree of impactites. These amazing specimens offered here were once hot molten globs which launched nearly 1,500 miles from the original impact site in Indochina, about equal to the vertical length of the United States. Those hot globs landed in Michael and are thus appropriately named buckets. Blah 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 blah. In modern times, they are often revered for their metaphysical properties and use in meditation as crystals that bring good luck and are used for manifesting. So to me, naked eye right now, this looks absolutely black. And from what I understand, Moldavite is the only tektite that is green. I am intrigued that this says they're supposed to be dark green, and we're going to try it with a flashlight. And I have not tried this before. I must not have read this before. Dude, first of all, you can't see through it at all. Like, not at all, I don't think. Can you? No, that's just the light. And there's zero greenness to this. It's definitely just black. Anyways, so that's that. The other 2 I got are actually meteorites. So they are actually the things that came out of the sky. Whereas tektites are formed by things coming out of the sky, exploding and making something else. The meteorites actually came from space. So the first one I got is a Gibeon meteorite, and I have talked about this a little bit before. These meteorites are very metally looking, and whenever you like shine them or polish them, these symbols pop out of them, and it's like this other alien language, and it's so cool. And I've wanted a piece for so long, and I wanted a sphere for so long, and I got one and I love it. It's not as big as I was imagining it to be, and that's like my bad. I should have gotten a bigger one. But it still has a very interesting, cool energy. It's just sitting here holding it, talking to you. It's doing something in my head right now. It's very interesting. And he's little. I'll try to show him to you. Do you see any of his etchings? Oh, there's some. So he's a very little piece, about 2 grams of a Gibeon sphere. And let's see what their little website says about this. Once a popular favorite among collectors, this essential iron meteorite has all but disappeared from the marketplace, and captivating examples such as these spheres generate interest. First recorded in 1836 in the desert in western Nambia, the Gibeon iron was part of a massive and ancient fall. No crater has ever been found. It displays a complex and beautiful pattern when it is cut and etched in the lab. That's all very interesting, but as you all may or may not know, I'm much more interested in the magical, metaphysical properties of things than the scientific properties of them. So, metaphysically, the Gibeon meteorite is supposed to have a very high vibration, and they have been used to assist in spiritual growth, enhance psychic abilities, and connect with beings from other realms. Astrologers have used these stones to help give more accurate readings. That's very interesting because I am obsessed with astrology, and in the past few weeks I've actually been diving a lot more into it. I used to spend hours and hours every week on astrology, and I just have so much going on in my mind. It's hard to keep up with every interest that I have, air sign problems. From ancient times, it has been valued as a gemstone that would create something from nothing. It can sense invisible energy and make it in reality. This gemstone is also known for its power to change you to a provider from a consumer. It would make your life richer by offering good things and service to the society. This gemstone is also good for people who want to make a lot of property. Gibeon meteorite will support your success strongly. It's all about realizing your potential. So it's just like an energy that helps you expand yourself, which, space, expansion, growing. I've got one more. What is this? One more meteorite, more than one more crystal. So this other meteorite that I have is labeled as NWA, which stands for Northwest Africa. That is where these are from. He has a nice little energy. Yeah, he's going to be in another video soon because I've been using him a lot. It makes me feel high a little bit. Like, did you just see that? I feel a little bit like, NWA 869, that's what this is called. Born by fire, these meteorites are one of the most fascinating and affordable meteorites available to collectors. It has a highly unusual classification, L36, which means it shows characteristics of different meteorite types within the same mass. It is a breccia, which is a rock made up of fragments of other rocks that have been compressed or cemented together. The most likely explanation for the formation of this mosaic-like mixture of space material is the collision of asteroids millions or billions of years ago, somewhere in the void between Mars and Jupiter. How cool is this? NWA-869 illustrates the monumental processes at work in the solar system, and its diverse and fascinating structure means it is sometimes described as an interior meteorite classroom in a single rock. You guys, that's the first time I've read this about this. I have been wearing this around and loving it, so it's actually probably going to be in my January favorites video. So I'm already loving this stone. Reading this about it just makes it more fascinating. So that is my new little meteorite collection. Next, I have a couple of crystals that actually came to me inside of bath bombs. One of my favorite companies makes CBD bath bombs that are amazing, and a lot of them have crystals inside of them. I actually did a video on her stuff. She does a lot of like plant medicine and stuff like that, but these are the two new crystals that I got out of bath bombs from her recently. This one was in a lovely rose petal turquoise bath bomb. So this is an aura crystal. I don't have a lot of aura crystals, but recently here I have been drawn to them more, and I think maybe I need some more. I'm trying not to buy crystals, but this one is beautiful. Aura crystals mean that it is a crystal that has been heated and bonded with flakes of like gold or copper. All kinds of different things are used to create different effects. And so they are a little bit like baked and enhanced by man, but I still think they are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So that was in a bath bomb. And then I actually got a crystal ball inside of a bath bomb, which was probably the coolest thing I've ever gotten out of a bath bomb. And it's a good little size crystal ball. It's just quartz, clear quartz. Sorry about the ring light. Crystal balls are just fascinating, aren't they? So those are my bath bomb crystals. Now, in another one of my crystal haul videos a couple ago, we talked a little bit about Numite and crystal shops selling copernite as Numite and how difficult it can be to find a real piece of Numite. And I got a piece which I thought was probably real. It wasn't a great quality. I have it right here. There wasn't any like recognizable flash on this or anything like that until I examined it like up close with a flashlight. I could find little slivers in there. So I do think it's real, but I wanted a better, more recognizably real piece. So I got one. So this is my Numite. I am probably going to have to insert a better video for you, but oh, there it is. There's some flash. There are flashes of yellow and blue and all the flashes you're supposed to see in real Numite. I finally have it, and I've been carrying it around a lot. It's one that I put in my pocket a lot to go to work. I really, really, really like this stone. Numite is supposed to be one of the oldest minerals on Earth. It's supposed to be like 4 billion years old. And it's only from one place. It's from Greenland. People call this the sorcerer's stone. It is said that within this dark stone is a strong element of the magical and mystical vibrations of the earth. It says if you use it, this may help you attune yourself with deep earth energy. After using the stone, you may find an inclination for using your personal magical abilities, and a desire to learn more about the subject may emerge. It also aids the way coincidence and synchronicity works in your life, and this can be very powerful vibration to assist you. So I find it to be, it does feel like protective and powerful, almost grounding, but it does have that like magical quality to it, absolutely, when I'm carrying it. So it feels like comforting to me, but at the same time powerful. Powerful and comforting. It's really nice. I like carrying it on the day-to-day. It's a nice carrying around crystal. A stone that has been on my list for a very, very long time is Brookite. I can't remember. I actually was recommended this stone by a subscriber. And when I first got this, I made a couple of like first impression videos. I can't remember what I said in them, but I'll put some in here if they make any sense. So, I got this piece of Brookite, and here it is. It's tiny. It has a lot of energy. I enjoyed the energy when I first got it, and then I started wearing it around a little bit, and I wasn't having the best days, like both mentally but also just like the things that were going on around me. It almost felt like it pushed me out of synchronicity. After, I don't know, I really wanted to enjoy this stone, and I did enjoy the initial energy, so I really wanted to work with it more and dive in and really like get to know it. So I tried for a long time to wear it. I think I wore it for like 2 weeks. I finally took it off, and I haven't done anything with it since. I'm just feeling weird about it. I'm not going to give up on it completely, but I'm just it's kind of pushed to the side right now. It's a stone that's associated a lot with like higher realm stuff. It's supposed to help you connect to your spirit guides, and it's supposed to help you enhance your like channeling abilities, which is kind of like in the same vein, like you're communicating with spirit guides, other realms, whatever, what have you. It's just helping you connect to everything. It's supposed to hold an immense amount of energy that is essential to guide a person towards a better understanding of his or her life, and to serve as an instrument for anyone who seeks enlightenment about what their purpose in life is on this earth. All those things like call to me. I don't know why. I didn't like it very much. It's also, since it's so much about your higher chakras, it's supposed to be very good for working with your mind. And it's supposed to help you have like a new approach to thinking about things and the way that you react to the things around you. And it is said to expand the horizons of your mind and boost your mental capacity so that you can experience things that you didn't think you could before. So like everything I've read about it is like very, very intriguing and cool, and it seems like it's right up my alley. So I'm gonna have to try again with it. I'm pretty sure I was wearing it with Moldavite. Maybe I need to just wear it on its own. Maybe those two just don't get along together. I don't know. It's definitely gonna take a little bit of like experimentation. I don't want to say I saved the best for last, but I got another piece of Prescelli bluestone. We talked about this stone first in my UK crystal haul video, and then we talked about it in one of my favorites video. 1 month I carried it around all the time. It was one of my favorites. And that month I was actually sitting here with my computer up, and I was just pulling up a random image of whatever stone it was I was talking about. And on that day, I was looking up Google images of Prescelli bluestone so that I could put one up here to show you while I was talking about it. And oh my God, this piece just like popped out to me on the screen, and I was like, this is mine. I have to have this. I'm buying it right after this video. And I didn't buy it immediately. It took me a little while to actually buy it, but you guys, this is my new Prescelli bluestone. It is carved into a green man. I hold this thing on me almost every night right here. Oh my gosh, I should just make a lovely large pendant and wear him everywhere. Maybe I will. I love him so much. I love Prescelli bluestone so much. I want an entire garden of it. I want my own Stonehenge, okay? I just need some huge pieces. Maybe I just need to move to Wales. That's where this is from, by the way. It's honestly one of my new favorite things, just sitting here with this, like this. He's so nice. And I love like the texture on the back of him too. This ridge like up around him, it's so nice. I also have the urge to get a Prescelli bluestone skull. I'm not really big into skulls. I don't have a crystal skull, but I've always kind of thought I probably need one. They're supposed to do really cool things for you. And I just think Prescelli bluestone is the kind of skull that I am eventually going to have to get. So other than that, the only other new stuff I have are a bunch of cabochons because I am trying to teach myself to solder jewelry. I had to buy a lot of cabochons. So this is my little setup over here. Just some really cool crystals that I got. A little bloodstone here. The light is not the best over here. There's some pieces I'm like working on, trying to make. It's not as easy as I thought it was going to be. It's tricky. That is it for me today, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed this. I do these every once in a while when I get new crystals, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and you will see all of my beautiful new crystals all the time. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. See you next time.